Hello, this is Dr. William Thomas, PhD. Did you ever wonder about current issues that seem to get lost in a world of woke politics and political disinterest? Dive with us into the tumultuous issues that are overlooked, often intentionally by the mainstream press and politicians, that while unsettling are paramount to our own national and personal survival. In this episode, we will examine the topic of Operation Paperclip, the American program to hide Nazi scientists in America. Operation Paperclip, a controversial post-war initiative. In the aftermath of World War II, the United States faced a new geopolitical landscape characterized by the rise of the Soviet Union and the beginning of the Cold War. To bolster its scientific and military capabilities, the US government initiated Operation Paperclip, a secret program designed to recruit German scientists, engineers and technicians, many of whom had been affiliated with the Nazi regime. This program sought to harness their expertise to advance American technology and defense, sparking ethical debates that echo to this day. Let's investigate how Operation Paperclip worked. Operation Paperclip was officially initiated by the Joint Intelligence Objectives Agency, JIOA, and primarily facilitated through collaboration between military intelligence and the Office of Strategic Services, OSS, the precursor to the CIA. The U.S. military and intelligence agencies meticulously compiled lists of German scientists who had made significant contributions to fields like rocketry, aeronautics, and medicine during the war. Notable individuals were often extracted from Germany under the guise of resettling them for their safety, given the imminent threat of the advancing Soviet forces. The program became notorious for its effort to obscure the past affiliations of many scientists. In many instances, individuals who had been implicated in Nazi war crimes or unethical human experiments were allowed to enter the US on the condition that their Nazi Party affiliations and war activities were, overlooked. Once in the US, these scientists were often granted expedited citizenship. Who were the major players in Operation Paperclip? A few pivotal figures emerged from Operation Paperclip, symbolizing its complex legacy. Notably, Wernher von Braun became the most famous of the scientists involved. Originally an SS officer and a leading figure at the Peenemünde Army Research Center, von Braun was instrumental in developing the V-2 rocket for the Nazi regime. Wernher von Braun was a pivotal figure in the development of rocket technology and space exploration, whose life embodied both genius and controversy. Born on March 23, 1912, in Germany, he displayed an early fascination with rocketry, which ultimately led to his involvement in Nazi Germany's V-2 rocket program during World War II. While his advancements were technologically groundbreaking, they were built on the foundation of a regime responsible for horrific war crimes. After the war, von Braun came to the United States as a part of Operation Paperclip, where he played a crucial role in transforming the American space program. He became the chief architect of NASA's Saturn V rocket, which successfully carried astronauts to the Moon during the Apollo 11 mission in 1969. His strategic insights and innovative engineering significantly advanced aerospace technology, helping the US gain a decisive edge in the space race against the Soviet Union. Von Braun's legacy is multifaceted. He is celebrated for his contributions to space exploration while also being a subject of ethical debate due to his wartime activities. His life serves as a reminder of the complex moral landscape surrounding scientific progress and the individuals who drive it. Another prominent figure was Hermann Oberth, considered one of the founding fathers of rocketry. He co-founded the Society for Space Travel and was influential in guiding subsequent rocket development in the US. His contributions laid significant groundwork for future aerospace technologies. Kurt Debus, who had also worked with von Braun, served as the first director of NASA's Kennedy Space Center. He was pivotal in managing the logistics of space launches, showcasing how quickly former Nazi scientists were integrated into critical roles within American aerospace efforts. Yaakov, Jack Schwartz, and Hubertus Strughold were pivotal figures in the medical field. Schwartz was involved in aeromedical research that laid the foundation for modern aerospace medicine. Strughold, often dubbed the father of space medicine, conducted research that contributed greatly to the safety and health of astronauts in extreme environments. Hide in plain sight. Work life and secrecy of German scientists in America. Many of these scientists and engineers found a home in the United States, particularly in locations central to defense and aerospace research. They settled in states like Alabama, Texas, and California, where their skills could be best utilized in burgeoning industries. Their contributions would not only advance the American military-industrial complex, but also position the U.S. at the forefront of the space race. The secrecy surrounding Operation Paperclip stemmed from several factors. First, public opinion would have likely rejected the notion of granting sanctuary to individuals who had once served the Nazi regime, especially after the revelations surrounding the Holocaust and the Nazis' war crimes. Moreover, the political climate of the day, characterized by fear of communism, meant that utilizing these scientists for the sake of national security was deemed a higher priority than addressing their questionable pasts. Thus, the American government opted for a strategy of concealment rather than transparency. Let's examine the technological advances and its byproducts. Operation Paperclip resulted in a plethora of technological advancements. The most notable contributions included significant developments in aerospace technology, leading to NASA's space missions. The expertise of von Braun and his contemporaries enabled the US to launch satellites and ultimately to land on the Moon in 1969. The influence on missile technology, particularly during the Cold War, allowed for the development of intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, which were vital for deterrent capabilities against the Soviet threat. Moreover, research bypassing ethical concerns led to advancements in medical technologies, including the development of treatments for pilots exposed to high-altitude conditions, and even various techniques relating to human survival in extreme environments. This laid the groundwork for future research fields that bridged aeronautics and medicine. Operation Paperclip stands as a controversial chapter in American history, illustrating the complex interplay between national interest and ethical compromise. While the US benefited immensely from the expertise of former Nazi scientists, the moral implications of protecting such individuals for the sake of technological advancement raise ongoing questions about the lengths a nation will go to in pursuit of power and progress. The legacy of this initiative reminds us not only of the technological achievements it fostered, but also of the need for transparency and accountability in the face of historical atrocities. If you enjoyed this presentation, be sure to click on the like and subscribe buttons. We welcome well-informed comments that contribute to this topic, so be sure to join in the comment section below. This is Dr. William Thomas saying goodbye and Godspeed.